a lot of times people try to do something, but they do it so half-assed. They're doing it, but then they go on Twitter and they tweet for a little bit, then they go back, and then they watch a YouTube video. Then they have like a podcast playing on the side, so they're working for like 20 minutes, and then they look over, and they're kind of locked in then to the podcast for a little while, and then they go back in, they kind of lock in here, and they're kind of like, you're kind of just like consuming at all angles and all different things where it's just like, I don't want to do that. Like a lot of times when I'm trying to do something, I really try to do the thing. And so there's like times where I try to break that off, right? There's like simple work where I can kind of have something playing on the side, which I like to do every now and then. But when I'm trying to do something, I try to do that one thing really well. And so when I'm with my kids, I try not to get distracted and just try to do the whole ass time with my kids. And then when I'm doing work, I'm trying to do the whole ass thing when I'm doing work. And then when I'm like, okay, now I'm kind of just in this kind of investigation phase, I'm kind of just doing this or that, then I kind of let myself relax and maybe have a podcast playing or watch like TJ say something stupid and say a bunch of stupid stuff while I'm just kind of doing some basic research, right? I try to go through all the different ones, but I don't know. So what I'm trying to say here with this is that I do not believe burnout has any correlation with hours doing something. I do not believe there's any. If this was a percentage chance of burnout and this is time in a week spending doing something, I do not believe this curve exists. I do not believe this curve exists. I don't believe this curve exists. I don't believe any of those curves exist, because I think what it should be is time spent doing something that you greatly dislike, time spent doing something that's excessively unrewarding. And what I mean by that is that if you liked playing basketball and you practiced for a bit of that time, then you played games, and then you went back and did practice, and then you watched film about it, you probably wouldn't get burnt out. But if all you ever did was just shoot free throws and nothing but free throws, you would get burnt out. It would just become such a chore because there's no reward to it at all. There's no ending to it that makes you something good. Free throws. You know what a free throw is, right? Free throw looks something like this, right? You have your key right here. That's definitely a dick. I definitely just drew a dick. I did not mean to draw a dick, but this was supposed to be a 3D model of a basketball hoop, which I thought was a pretty good basketball hoop, but that is definitely a dick here. I'm going to try to undick that one. There we go. We just undicked it. Nah, we still a dick. All right. So you stand like right here, right? And you shoot a basket. You just practice that. Okay. That's what it is. Okay, you got to lead in, okay? If you've already actually drew a dick, you just go for it, okay? Is this still a family stream? Yes. How do you think families are created? Anyway, so for me, it's not about hours worked. I think hours worked and percentage of burnout have nothing to do with each other. I think it has everything to do with the thing you're doing and being able to derive like satisfaction and results from it. Now, obviously, I think that there is a point where that breaks down. I think we can all say that there's an edge condition that breaks down where maybe if that time is like 90 hours a week, every week, and even if you enjoy it, maybe then you can actually correlate some level of burnout that does exist, right? Just because you're not getting good sleep, you're not taking good care of yourself, you're not having all of these other things going on in life to be successful, which is totally reasonable then because you're not taking care of your body, which if you don't take care of your body, you don't take care of your soul. You feel horrible, right? Hylomorphic. We're 2 in 1, people. You're more than just a meat bag, okay? So you can't just discredit your meat bag because your brain goes to shit. You can't just only focus on your brain and not focus on your body. You feel horrible. If you only focus on your body and never focus on your brain, you're just one of those big dumb guys walking around getting angry all the time, injecting that tren in you or whatever the hell these testosterone stimulants are, and you get all freaked out. You got veins popping everywhere. You don't want to be either of those two things. Take care of your body. Take care of your mind. Skill issue, time management, classic.